Hi everyone, and welcome to the next episode of our Brown Bag Meetup series. I'm your host Alec, and if you're new here, this event is hosted by the blockchain professionals community. We are kind of think space of blockchain engineers, of blockchain professionals who are interested in the adoption of the technology as soon as possible. And we host such meetups every month. We also have many other interesting activities such as conferences, podcasts. We write articles, and we have just posted all the recordings from our previous conference, which has taken place a couple of weeks ago, the Blockchain Community Days, where we had 34 speakers. That means we have over 30 talks on our YouTube channel and on our website. So yes, please check out our website and our social media pages to get all the invitations and to find the recordings of our previous sessions. And today we are very happy to invite our friend Sasha Bakst, who is going to talk about So I think I'm experiencing some kind of internet connection problems. So I think that there is no need to have any delays in today's intro, and I'm going to invite our today's guest, Sasha Bakst, who is going to talk about Learner, the leading community NFT on Near Protocol topic. And Sasha, I hope you're with us.
Yes,
Hi.
yes, I'm here. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Alec, for inviting me to this session. My name is Sasha Baksh. I'm founder of Learning Club, a leading community learning platform on Near Protocol and possibly in the entire blockchain space. And a couple of words about myself in my bio, Twitter, anywhere else. You can read that I claim myself as Web 1 pioneer, Web 2.0 procrastinator, and Web 3 exponential optimist. Today we're gonna talk. Hopefully we're gonna talk together about NFTs and stuff. And let's start my presentation. All right, so slides,
Okay.
NFT.
So yeah,
Uh,
I see your presentation. Now I will bring it to the
okay,
stage. And yeah, before we start, I'd like to remind that if someone will have any questions, just leave them in the live chat. And at the end of today's session, we will go through the questions from the live chat on YouTube. Thanks. Good luck, Sasha.
okay, thank you. Okay, let's go. So learning NFT, you can see this guy on the main screen, and you can find it on my head as well. And what is that, right? Like, and to start with, we need to go back to the roots when that NFT project actually appeared, and it came from a Learning Club. As I said again, this is all-inclusive hands-on onboarding platform to your protocol, where everyone is more than welcome, not just developers, which is like just tiny group of population, but translators, testers, experienced users, new users, just enthusiasts, people who just heard about Web3, and we provide them with the opportunity to do anything like they want to do with their own hands. Next slide. And why did I start learning crap? We live in a very, very interesting world where everything is upside down, but at the same time, The world pretends to look like everything is fine, and education is no exception. It's broken too, and even word of education becomes kind of corrupted one. Like education is about ministries, board of educations, principals, teachers, and somewhere at the very bottom of this food chain, there are learners. And the ultimate feature of learning is just to bring the money to the education system. I disagree. So we need to bring the system back to normal, like from head to feet, and that's why we are doing Learning Club as a lifetime learner and as a parent who has two kids. I'm very passionate about learning, and that's why we believe that learning is for everyone. Learning is, but it's for everyone, but for proactive folks. And we created a so-called learn method, which is the opposite of education. Like in education, most of the time, they require you to pay for your classes and stuff. At Learn Near Club and the Learn method works the opposite. We do pay back uh, to learners. Like we do provide them with small bonuses and with free technology, with Web3 tools, we can do it very efficiently in a very nicely manner. Okay, next. Why actually we are building this project on Near protocol? First of all, because of Near skills feature, which is human readable count, like Sasha.near or Alec.near or whatever. And the Near protocol is also known for its sharding from day one, and the royalties for any assets are built in on protocol level, not like on the DApp level or application level, but like on protocol level in smart contract. And people behind the NIR are actually very nice, very smart, super productive, very moral too. So those like basically four reasons why we choose NIR to build on it. And what is NFT? As I talk to blockchain professionals, I think most of you have very good understanding about the NFTs, but essentially the NFTs are unique non-divisible digital assets on blockchain. And to name a few examples, can be like like stupid JPEGs for profile pictures. It can be like near addresses. It can be some records on the database. It can be ticket, whatever. Like the sky is the limit for this concept. And the beauty of this concept that is it's very simple and straightforward, and normal people just get it. Like okay, like I just own it. And why does it even exist? Like the simplicity of the concept of NFT actually forces to issue our own project because people get it. Like and for the NFT as the and we use it at Learning Club Learning NFT as a membership. Kind of not a membership card, but some kind of membership asset. It's important to have it like visually well presented, and it's important to have some benefits for the members, and it's important to have it to get it like a personal touch for every NFT that actually users hold. Okay, and the next. And for the visual presentation, this is super important because like human beings are very visual creatures, and we invited one of the best graphic designers in Europe, Denise, and he helped us with that concept. And let's go and dive into that concept, which is like super interesting, super exciting. Uh, since we are talking about learning, right? And learning is about like creating new connections between your brain cells, right? And like this is how we started, like to go to that fancy guy, right? That you can see on my hat. So, and then we went to the entire nervous system and we applied it to a human body because we are all humans, right? And humans don't understand humans better than other creatures. And then we get to the funny postures, and then you get to that beautiful color scheme, and this is actually the result. So the postures and are programmed algorithmically. There is like endless combination of the postures and colors, but still we try to limit the what they call it, like the freedom. I'm not sure what they call it in English actually. The those freedoms, that it still somehow reminds the real guy. Once we, as I told said about the human touch and personal touch of every NFT, we involve our folks to NFT creation, so they actually can generate the NFT, and once they choose the portions, the scheme color, and everything for this particular guy, they can mint it, and tomorrow they can even name it their own way, like Sasha T. Pumps, or like Funny Dancer, whatever you come with, and then you just mint, like, and the mint is not free, which is super important too when we are talking about getting people into Web3 and into in their own shit. Like there is no free, right? Like there is like free and free of charge. Like if you get something free of charge, it means that you pay for that later on in a very very sometimes strange and weird way, And to make people more engaged with the project, we implemented the deflation process, and with every mint, the cost of minting gradually increases. Like it's not like it's a tremendous increase, but like say like the very first Genesis Learn NFT was minted for 2 years. The 10,000 one will be minted for 10 years. Okay, next. And the for the to provide this kind of like benefits or utilities for the learner NFT holder, we created this stuff at our platform, and the one of the major of them is like 2 hours early access to redeem to near window, which actually means like the if you hold Learn NFT, you have a better chance to redeem your Learn Club internal points into near tokens. And holders of Learn NFT also get early access to learning materials like the premium ones, and they don't have to relog in more often. If you know what I mean, right? The holders get 4 weeks login session, and the non-holders get just 1 week, and they also enjoy like using learners NFT as proof of learn and proof of achievements, and they can use some internal tools that we created based on near protocol, and also like the learning club team is talking more happily to the learner holders as the non-holders, and apparently there are more and more stuff and fun stuff to come uh, to this list. One of the most it's not even intriguing, but like the promising development in NFTs is connecting them to like connecting digital assets to real world. And with Learn NFT, we're already doing this and connected to the swag. Like this one, this is the Genesis NFT, Genesis learner number one. And in this picture, you can see Sasha Houdin, who is one of the OG in like I think he was like number 5 or 6, like person who was involved. in from the very beginning, and he bought that like super NFT, which is like 10 learners, like consisted like over 100 first learners. And once he bought it, we created a special package for him, like for like super NFT holder swag pack, which includes like hat and T-shirt and the hoodie. And see, like I think this picture was made somewhere in San Francisco, I guess. Okay, and well, I'm not sure like what would be your answer, but one of the what do you think is the most famous photo picture in the world? And this is this like Beatles, right? And some folks found a very interesting application because they can actually generate and name the NFTs as they wish. They can there is like the endless of possibilities to use the visual part of those NFTs, and this is one of them, right? It's like George, Paul, Ringo, and John. They look like almost the same. And this is how they look like at your network user, and this is how they look on somebody's laptop, which is super cool, I guess. The learners actually looks very good as like profile pictures, and this is like just one use case of how we using them. Like we have several initiatives within Learning Club. As I said, like everyone is welcome there, and like we have testers community and we have translators community, and they look actually very cool as learners, right? And personally, like it better rather than just person's photos or random pictures, because they maintain the spirit of learning club, right, which is about learning and creativity. And this is again another super NFT, which consists of uh, one. What, what should it be like? It's like I guess it's 1024 learners. And another application of how people use it, like the Partners Project, when they come to Learning Club, and we offer them different support, and one of them is beta test, like, and they can mint their own NFTs and send to the beta test feedback provider, right? But that's one page which is zero knowledge bridge on between the Ethereum and your protocol, which is built by uh, Electron Labs, and which just went mainnet maybe like 2 weeks ago. So we have them with visual testing. They minted those NFTs and sent it to the best testers. And yeah, so this is actually my presentation. I cannot run it. So that's a pity because like there is a video here on this presentation. Let me try to start it on the document. Okay. No, it doesn't work. Anyways, there is a video which demonstrates the evolution of learner from Genesis to the 1024th one. Nowadays we are, I think the people minted already like 1300 learners. That means we just started. Cool. Uh, I, Okay, so like it's thanks so much for your attention for coming to talk to me. If you have any questions, you can find me at Telegram, and my Telegram nickname is Sasha Blog, and you can also get in touch with me on Club at Twitter, and the Twitter handle is at Learneer. And of course, I'm inviting you to come to join Learneer Club and meet your own learner. Thank you.
Okay, Sasha. Yeah, thank you so much for making such a great and short overview about Learn Near Club. And if you would like to turn on the video, you can just reshare your screen and open it in presenting the tab, not uploading the presentation itself.
Oh, one second. Yeah, I have to adjust it a little bit. Okay, this slideshow. Okay, okay, and they need to. Okay, they need to share my screen. Right? Okay, share. Okay, present. Share screen.
Hmm.
Mm, share screen. Select the tab. Mm, yeah, I think. Can you see it?
Just a second. So, yes, I am bringing it to the stage. Yes, and I think you can now turn it on.
Uh, okay, okay. Hold on. It's loading. There you go. Let me adjust the speed. Okay, normal. Yeah, so yeah, just it's just a little kind of funny movie, and we are going to issue a super NFT as well, and you'll see if somebody is interested in it. All right. Yeah, but we don't have to watch it till the end.
Okay, so I think we've
But
got
the,
the
the
question.
beauty of the beauty of it, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
please.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
please go ahead about the beauty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The beauty of it that like it's not pre-generated as punks, or whatever, Bored Ape, those funny monkey images, right? Those and Learn Your Club audience, it's very diverse. It's like from very, very different countries with very, very, very different economical, geographical, and historical background. And you never know, like what actually people will like in their from their perspective. And that's why, like we limited a little bit the process and color scheme to look it beautiful, but the rest is up to the community. And this is how learning works. You don't have to frame people completely to put them into the cage, into the brackets, but instead you just navigate them, you just inspire them and direct them, and the rest they will do by themselves.
Okay, okay. So let me check the live chat to have a look on the questions coming from the audience, and I think we've got one,
Uh-huh.
which says, "Your project seems did a good job for Near protocol. Is it convertible? Do you think the same approach can be used for another new protocol?"
As I said, just said, right? Like the learning doesn't require like brackets or cages. Like apparently, I explained why we choose near protocol to start with, but nothing stops to expand and the learn method to learn your club. Like I mean, learn club to other chains and stuff, but the learn method to other platforms like e-learning and stuff. Like the method is very simple, and you just provide your users with micro bonuses for the achievements. And yeah, definitely, like the sky is the limit again. Like learning a club, it can be like learn optimism club or whatever, right? Or it can be learn Cardano club, though. Yeah, but because the foundational base principle of learning a club is zero bullshit toleration. But the rest is like, yeah, absolutely. So thank you. This is a very good question.
Yes, and the second part of this question is, what would be your advice or step-by-step guidance for such a protocol if they wish to grow their developers community and upskill it?
Uh, what would be the advice for such a protocol? Uh, I think this is the second part of the question. No,
Yes.
yeah, and the first part was like new crypto protocols are struggling to gather the significant amount of skilled developers. Uh, yeah, and my touch on that, like the developers are just like uh, tiny part of population, and from like my belief is that like believer developers, you have to give them the tools, like, but the main pain point is like to it, to encourage them to join is like to show them like uh, success stories, like monkey see monkey do, right? Developers are monkeys too, right? So like, and the and if they see the success stories, right, and there are some users, like, and what actually the like a real developer wants, like he wants to build something that real people use for good, right? For a good purpose. Money will come, right? Like especially in Web3, right? It's just like if you do something meaningful, like the return comes exponentially. Yeah, so this is the main pain. Like we need to create more and more real use case with real problems solved with Web3 tools, and Learning Club is one of them. Like Learning Club is not a business, right? But long term, it does create value because like it creates skilled people, not just developers, but people skilled and people who cares about all in their own assets, which is the future of the economy. Yeah,
Hmm. Okay, yeah, that was very true, I would say. And another question is, how many people are there in your community?
I think we just turned 58,000 learners. And those are who come to learn your club and register with their new accounts. So yeah, and I think this could be like the fair answer for that question. Yeah,
Okay,
but oh, of
and
course,
maybe
most of them are
mhm,
not super active, right? Like it's usually like only ten
yes.
percent of community is actually doing stuff, and there is just just like passive content consumers, but we engage them though still.
Uh-huh.
Like,
And maybe
mhm.
I will try to develop the question. So, uh, if you're trying to engage this audience, so where do you do it usually? Discord, Telegram, or any other kind of servers?
Yeah, we use Twitter and Telegram. Discord we don't use for some reasons. I personally don't get it, and yeah, cause like, and I don't think like we position ourselves like the opposite of gaming. Like gaming is like 95% of the time is just just like wasted time, whatever people say. Like some can argue, right? Vitalik Buterin is a gamer, like, but he became Vitalik Buterin not because of games. The
Exactly.
opposite, right? The opposite.
Yes.
The opposite, and that's why like and yeah, and Telegram kind of seems to be reliable, and it just just we used to have Discord, we just killed it. like too much noise, too much random folks, who doesn't give a shit about stuff, like who's seeking just for free money. And we actually also created few bots for Telegram, which were very nice. And this Discord was pain in the ass because it's Discord is a Canadian company, if you don't know, right? And they're not pro crypto whatsoever. They're against crypto. Yeah, so why use them?
Okay. Yeah, I would agree with you that Discord is kind of messy. Lots of stuff, and you don't know how to navigate yourself in all that messy stuff when you join a server. And how do you usually? So maybe you can uncover some of the processes about this learning methodology. How do you onboard new people? How do you promote your community so that there is always some new blood coming? And how do you interact with people during the learning process?
Yeah, I can actually
Hmm.
present my screen again. Let me learn your club because live demo works better than just words, right?
Okay,
Can you see
so
my
we see.
screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you go to learning guide, which is one of the main text resource that we use, and you can find here like this is okay. Let's give it some time to load. Yeah, the mini quiz, and mini quiz is like very simple and very efficient tool in learning, which helps people to comprehend it, to remember the main concept, like say of the previous paragraph, and what is fast start, like seamless solution for quick onboarding to the blockchain priorities, new OS for the open web, a new blockchain protocol, right? And like apparently fast start is the seamless solution for onboarding, right? Okay, correct. And I got those two runs, right? If I go back and say like if I check the course, okay, I same here, right? Like, oh, this is a very nice feature too. Like instead of likes and stuff, we use tips with our internal points and learns, right? You can tip also, you can tip a comment as well. Tip sends, very nice. So if you go to the course and let's check the lesson, right? It's very simple, right? So again, like how you create a new wallet, and you just okay, you just read and then start the assignment, stuff like that. So nothing you hear except that for every uh, mm, the button is broken. Okay, you figure it out later on. Nothing is new here, but the very difference is that for every interaction with the website, with learning materials, user gets those and learns, which are internal points. It kind of creates gives the user some dopamine stuff, right? And especially when they know that they can redeem those points to real near token, right? Which do have monetary value. It's kind of even better, right? And if they already get some ideas of how to use near and they want to participate in learn activities, right? They can say like they can join the beta testing program,
Okay.
and yeah, and yeah, so it's quite straightforward. Like you get you learn and you earn some time, but you like short term you earn some near tokens, and long term you learn new skills, new connections, and yeah, that's open new opportunities for your personal professional development.
Okay, so it seems like everything is provided and you've got guidelines for everything on your website.
Not for everything, but again, the Learning Aquap is being created in a very holistic, organic, and evolutionary way, right? We do what actually people request.
Hmm.
The general direction is known, right? We want to onboard more and more learners to Web3, and the rest is up to them, right? So we started from courses for developers, like for hardcore Rust developers and stuff. And then we expanded it to for everyone. Like some people like do not know like how even to create a near wallet, right? Many people do not know why they need Web3 at all. We know that, right? Because we want to own our stuff. They don't know yet. But before they learn it hard way, we want to provide them with opportunity to safely try it with hands-on with their own hands, you know. And
Yeah,
and this
sure.
and learner NFT is a very good opportunity to understand it. Like this is how it works. Yeah.
And how do you monetize all of this?
As I said, learning co-op is not a business. It can be a business once you connect learning to business, it becomes education, you know,
Yes,
and it's about making profit and money and not about empowering people anymore.
yes,
So the how we run Learning Co-op. Learning Co-op relies on support from Near Foundation and other Near projects. And yeah, and eventually we are planning to get some, and it's already actually happening, right? Like some people who started learn development on Learning Clubs, they already came and went through our mini incubator, and some of their projects are already on mainnet, and they come to Learning Club back to help them to hire people, you know, and this is like again like this is like a microcosm of a normal economy, right? Where people learn and they create value together, and as they develop, they come back and pay back to community to that economy, like the same as like if you wish you could look at it like to the like endowments at universities, but in proper way, like in normal way, in humans way, when people learn together and when they come back and support others to learn more. Yeah, this is like a very win-win-win strategy.
yes.
You don't have to make a quick buck, you know, like to become sustainable. Most of the time, it's not even sustainable. Easy come, easy go.
Sounds very motivational, I would say. And before we conclude this session,
Hmm.
one last question. So let's imagine you have a magic stick and you can solve only one problem in the industry of Web3. What would be that?
Yeah, I don't believe in magic, right? Like most of the time, magic is well coordinated and well planned and implemented thing, right?
That's why
And
we've got all these problems still.
yeah, and which is fine, because like again, like if easy come, easy go, right? Like the anything that was something is being created it requires many efforts and dedication, but I think zero knowledge is one of them, or one of the most important problems, because like we don't need to put everything on chain, like from our personal stuff, uh, but we do want to have it uh, to have like immutable and verifiable data that we own, or we can use just partially, right? Like when I go to liquor store, like to buy beer, I don't have to expose like everything about myself, showing those random folks like my ID, like and with that picture of ID, you can open even like a bank account like somewhere, right? I just they just need to know that I'm not I'm older than like 18 years old or 21 in the States. That's it. Even they don't even don't want they don't even need to know my age. They just wanted was they just need they need to verify that I satisfy that condition like 18 years plus 1 second. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this applies to any personal data and stuff. And the opposite, like we want to know more about governments and big corporations, like what do they do, like especially like for governments for taxes, like, what do they do with my taxes? I want to know where they go, and this is like very very important important mission of blockchain technology to demonstrate those guys new context that listen, we all need to change, right? Because we screwed everything, we can continue this way, and this is the option to change, like we people and public is less transparent, government and big organization are more transparent, and this is how we can balance the data flow, yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much, Sasha, for your answer and for delivering your presentation and letting us know about Near Foundation, about Learn Near Club, and all those things. I think I will need to attach all the links and your presentation to the website so that people who will watch it in the recording would have a
Mm-hmm.
chance to visit it, and that's kind of interesting. So uh, during your talk, I was browsing through your webpage, and I think I need some more time to research and to have a look on it. And yeah, thank you once again. And if we will have any questions in the live chat later, I will address them directly to you. And I would like to thank everyone who came today to our live session. And we will host another session which will be dedicated to DeFi at the end of this month. Maybe in a couple of Tuesdays, we'll come back with another brown bag session. And I hope, yeah, that concludes our today's session. Thank you, Sasha, once again. And take care. Bye bye.
My pleasure. Thank you so much and keep learning, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.